Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we're going to be taking a look at Uprising. If you caught this video last night, there was a mistake in it at the end with the calculation, so I took the video off. I apologize for that. It was a late night last night. So if you want access to all this stuff as a collection tracker, you can go on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG, where you get access to a collection tracker that does update whenever I make a video like this, and the value of your collection will update. It's a great way to see kind of if you have a full set or whatever that is. I also gets you a discount code over at minmaxgamesfab.com for singles. So yeah, last time I did this video, I just didn't include the rare and token Marvel. Somehow it got deleted, so I apologize for that last night if you watched that video. Yeah, let's hop in and see what the EV is of Uprising now, and let's start all over. Right now the booster box is sitting at about $80. If you're looking for these boxes, I still have some available at cavdainsmarket.com. I'll leave a link in the comment section of the video, but these boxes are sitting around $80. I am hearing that some online retailers like Channel Fireball have raised their prices and things like that. We'll see if this gets another wave and what happens with the boxes, but they're still readily available on TCG Player as well for $80 a box. Let's talk about Fable right now. So these have been super interesting to watch. I'm seeing Fable prices around $325 for the cold foil. I'll show you sold listings there. I have talked to some people who have pulled quite a few of these. We'll talk about the pull rates later. The only ones that are selling right now are the rainbow foils. There's one cold foil that sold for $325. The rainbow foil one seems to be moving between $140 and $150, and that seems to be the price point. Now, if you take a look though, there is quite a few listed of the cold foil. 18 listings, 23 of the rainbow foil. Obviously, a lot more of the rainbow foil have sold though. And you're starting to see like $400 be the price point for current sellers that are trying to get for these, but no one's really stepped up and purchased one at that price point to kind of dictate that is the market price. So sitting around $325 or $148, and interesting to see that the price, like the decrease, has been pretty consistent across the board with these, based on where they were last week or the last 2 weeks. So taking a look at the legendaries, when we get into the EV here, the legendaries are the only thing that I have found that have been accurate to what LSS said the pull rate were going to be. We'll talk about the pull rates of the stuff later on in the video, but it's been super interesting to watch these as well. Again, rainbow foils are way more selling. More volume sold for rainbow foils is way higher than cold foils, which is to be expected. But if you take a look at something like the Coronet Peak, just look at the vast majority of these sales. Actually, last night there wasn't one of these sold, so one sold last night. But look at the vast majority of these sales being rainbow foil on the Coronet Peak. Now, that being said, I really like to see this. The generic, actually the Crown of Providence, seeing quite a few of the cold foil sales. So maybe that generic card, targeting some of those collectors who really like the generic idea of that. That being said, here's your prices. The Flame Scale Furnace cold foil is around $170. Tiger Stripe Shuko is around $170. Those are like the most expensive of the non-generic legendaries. The Crown of Providence sitting around $190 to $200. And then you're averaging price around $100 to $140 for that Coronet Peak at $148. Rainbow foil, you still have high value in the Draconic Ninja stuff. The Flame Scale Furnace and the Tiger Stripe Shuko, again, seeing more value than the other three of the non-generic legendaries. It's super interesting to see that. Those look like they're going to be the chases that are not the Crown of Providence in the legendary side. And then the Crown of Providence sitting at around $105. So the average cold foil legendary is sitting at $140. The average rainbow foil is sitting at $74. Take a look at the Marvels. Super interesting. I thought Hot Tamale would be the kind of the card that everybody wants. I thought that this, I don't know, the artwork just seems, in my opinion, I guess it's all, opinions, but I love the artwork. I think it's really cool. You're starting to see this sell for about $140. Actually starting to see sold listings even up to like $150, I think is what we're tracking it. But last night we were tracking it. It's already down to $140 today. Interesting. But you're starting to see a lot of sold listings around those price points on those Majestic Marvels, we'll talk about the Marvels here at the end as well. Lots of conversation to have at the end of this video. Rares really losing value pretty quickly, already down to like an average price of like $40. We don't have an actual average on this side. We'll show you at the end of the video, but it's starting to see interesting, takes there in looking at this. Lots of downturn. We're going to talk about the pull rates. We're going to talk about the pull rates later. And I think that's going to be interesting, but these seem to be very heavily pulled, and I don't think that the values can hold up. If you take a look at the EV at the end of this video, I don't think the values can hold up with that. So average Majestic sitting at 140, your average overall sitting at 70. Looking at your cold foils, then the cold foil Majestic sitting around average of like $25. Burn 'em all at 23. Frost Hex sitting at 26, 27. You got some other values here. Helio's Miter cold foil, they don't have it on TCG Player, so that price point's a little weird because it's harder to find actual sold listings of it. My guess is it is much closer to that $5 price point. But without TCG Player, it's hard to see those sales, so just know that that's one of the issues going on right now. Yeah, so all in all, your Majestic average is sitting on around $25. Your common average sitting around $8. I think these can go lower. One of these things has to go lower. Either this is the price for cold foil commons, and the Marvels have to go lower, or these cold foils are going to be essentially worthless. You're just seeing so many pulled from boxes that something's got to give on the price points. So extended art and alternative art, your Phoenix form is sitting around $43. The common extended arts are sitting around $10 still. And then that rewind alt art, Louis' favorite card in the set, sitting around $46, which is actually up. One of the few cards to be moving up this week is that alt art rewind. Here's where things get a little heavy. Your Majestic Rainbow Foil average price is already at $6.14. That's pretty low on release week. This is for the Rainbow Foil. That's down 76%. I don't care about the percentage. Really, the cards of value, Phoenix Form at $10 and Erase Face at $28 are really the only cards of incredible value. Vipebox at $9.40, and then that all you got at $9.30. Other than that, nothing even approaching the $10 price point. This is for Rainbow Foil Majestics. Average price other than those are like $4 to $5. Even already have some cards that are $1 or $2. So average price point of $6.14. These have some room to fall still. It's going to be super interesting. It feels like Tales of Aria, where you're just not going to have much value in the Majestics, and then you're going to have one Majestic in Erase Face that's a value in Tales of Aria. It's Channel Lake Frigid. We'll see if that holds up. We'll see if Erase Face sees play and if that can sustain that heavier price point. Looking at the Majestics, no difference here. I mean, I already have cards under $1. Lots of cards under $1. Very few cards over $5, being the Invoke Tamale. You've got Phoenix Form at $4, and then the only other card, that all you got at almost $5. Only other card above $5 is that Erase Face. So a lot of value lost in this Majestic slot. It's, I mean, already getting to some bulk conversations for a lot of these Majestics. Average price point of a Majestic is sitting at $2.67. So very interesting to see that. This is release week too, so we'll see kind of how that continues. Rainbow Foil Rares sitting at 52 cents on average. Regular Rares sitting at 16 cents. Common sitting at 39 cents. Common non-foils sitting at 6 cents. So 8 cents. All right, let's get to your EV. Let's talk about it. The official document from LSS, and I had it pulled up yesterday, but I don't have it pulled up today, says that there is going to be a cold foil in every box, basically, every 24 packs, every display. Now they do disclose that it can vary from box to box, whatever, but it's about a cold foil every box is their idea. That's their intention. The people who I've talked to who are opening boxes, opening 100 boxes, 200 boxes, mass store openings, are getting like 2.5 cold foils per box on average. Now, there's a lot of conversations with this set that it's very clumpy. It's clumped kind of like Monarch was clumped, where some stores and some distributors are sending, boxes that are really hot, and then other stores are getting boxes that have nothing in them. I've seen multiple boxes with like rainbow foil and cold foil rainbow foil and cold foil legendaries and rainbow foil and cold foil fables in the same box. So it's obviously a set that's very clumpy, in my opinion. That's not a negative. That's whatever. You do with that what you want. I don't care. But the pull rate of cold foils seems higher than that 1 per box. It seems like more like 2.4. I'm just sharing the data. We'll do a whole video on this later this week and kind of evaluate it. But this is basically from a couple different sources, around 100 to 200 boxes opened. This is around the data that they are giving me. And I would love to hear your data in the comment section. Now, I know people will say, I opened a box, I didn't get any cold foils. I know people will say, yeah, Louis, you're right. I opened 3 cold foils in my box. But I would love to hear your data. If you've done a mass box opening, please share that with me. So here's kind of the point. Something to say there is that the cold foil legendary and rainbow foil legendary is spot on with the pull rates that I'm seeing from people with what LSS said. They said you can anticipate, essentially, they used packs. I changed it over to boxes. Essentially, that you can anticipate a cold foil legendary in every 9.1 boxes and a rainbow foil legendary in every 3.3 boxes. That has been 100% accurate, almost to a T with everybody's data. What is not accurate is the cold foil pull rate. The cold foil pull rate is way higher based on what we are seeing actually pulled compared to what is being said by LSS, which is 1 cold foil per box. Now, all right, let's continue. Last thing to say is that the rainbow foil fable, I'm seeing in 1 in 20 boxes as opposed to 1 in 40 boxes. So I've changed that as well from last time we did this video. All right, so this is going to calculate all this stuff, Majestic Marvel in 1 in every 25 boxes, a rare or token Marvel in 1 in every other box, cold foil Majestic in every 11 boxes, a cold foil common in every 1.1 box, so nearly every box has a cold foil common, and nearly every other box has a cold foil Marvel. That's what I was talking about, where one of these has to give this $24 price point on average for those rare or token Marvels. It's got to go lower, because right now, currently, your EV with all this stuff is sitting at 100, and this is the box EV including the commons and the rares. If you take out the commons and the rares and all that stuff, just tracking Majestics to the Fable, you're sitting at $134 per box. If you take out the Fable, you're sitting at $123 per box. So really good pull rate. Obviously it's worth it to open boxes here at $80. But this pull rate, in my opinion, the pull rate can't sustain the prices. You're going to see these rare and token Marvels. You've got to see this come down from that $24. If on average, the rare and token Marvels are sitting at $47, which is what that is. Excuse me. Which is what this is. The rare and token Marvels on average price point of these is sitting at $46. So that means in the EV at 1 in every 2 boxes, it's adding $25 to the EV. I just don't think you can see these hold their value. I think those are going to have to come down pretty hard. I don't see much more that these Majestics can go down. Maybe an average price of $1.50 or $1.75. Rainbow foil average price of like $4 maybe. I don't think they can come down much more. These seem pretty low to me. The rainbow foil legendaries are, maybe those come down a little bit. Maybe I guess I'd like to see that in the $40 to $50 price point, and then the cold foils kind of stay where they are. Maybe I think that could definitely happen. Your Majestic Marvels, I don't see moving that much. Those are harder to pull. I personally think something happened in this. This is conjecture. This is speculation. This is not accurate data. This is my opinion. I think that these rare and token Marvels were not intended to be pulled quite as heavily as they are being pulled. That's a significant pull rate. It's almost like, I don't want to get into it, but this is a significant pull rate comparatively. So it's almost like these two things were supposed to be printed in conjecture together at a pull rate of like 1 per box, and instead the cold foil commons got printed 1 per box and the rare and tokens got printed 1 every other box. So interesting stuff. Let me know what you think about the pull rates. Let me know what you think about the pricing. It'll be super interesting to watch this over time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, if you want access to all this as a collection tracker, head on over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. And if you want to buy boxes, I do have boxes available at Cavning's Market for $80 a box. If you want to buy singles, head on over to MinMaxGamesFab.com, where they are opening lots of singles, and they have singles available on their website. Hope you have yourself a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.